The question is the motion be agreed to. Fletcher, Tabuto.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. The arrogance of it all defies the mind. What Mr English failed to mention to this House was that most of those trade gains were on our trajectory anyway. We were going to get there anyway. And he's talking about removing trade barriers. What a joke. What an absolute joke. The joke is, sir, if it was just about trade, we'd be laughing at the incompetence of certain members on this side of the House and saying, what a sad deal. But it's not just about trade. It goes well beyond that. It goes into non-trade issues, sir. And it is those issues, it is those very important issues that are never spoken about and never get mentioned in the media soundbites. It's just unbelievable, and sir, it is arrogant.
That's right.
This government, all of those loud members over there, promised New Zealanders that this would be a gold standard trade deal. They said, sir, that it would absolutely be in the best interest of all New Zealanders. Sir, I hate to break it to them, but this is not the case. Instead, what we have seen, for example, is years of secret discussions behind closed doors, and we have a minister openly admitting to all New Zealanders that he has yet to see the full text of the trade document. He's about to sign a blank cheque, sir. It just doesn't make sense. And if that's not the height of arrogance, sir, I don't know what is. The public hasn't been permitted to see it. And yet 480 or 85% of US authors of this trade agreement were senior corporate executives or representatives from industry lobby groups. The Minister of Trade and the Prime Minister have been taken for a ride by big corporates, sir. I think to be fair, Mr Brownlee, to be fair, I think the Prime Minister wanted to be taken for that ride. He was on the bus from the start, no worries whatsoever. But to be fair to Mr Grosser, I don't think he wanted to be on that bus. I think Mr Grosser was outsmarted by people who had agendas bigger than him. They had agendas bigger than this country and certainly, sir, bigger than individual New Zealanders within it. And yet, has anyone noticed today that any dissent, any words suggesting that the world is not flat, sir, is to be scoffed at? I can see in Mr Grosser's head now, these people are the unwashed. The intelligentsia know what they are doing. Trust us, he is saying, trust us. Even now, we expected to trust this minister, the man who has agreed to sign something he has not seen. Literally signing a blank cheque on behalf of us all, sir. I cannot let these backbench members forget the investor states dispute settlement clause. They scoff, sir, but they seem to forget it's a secret tribunal run by corporate lawyers with no right of, no ability to appeal, sir. Workers, environmentalists, human rights advocates, even governments themselves don't get that special privilege. So why do big corporates need it, sir? Top experts from around the world in law and economics are pushing to drop the ISDS provision, and so are other governments, and New Zealand First is at the charge of that call in this country today, sir. This minister has signed a trade deal that is so much more than just about trade. Much of the numbers that we have been given would have come to pass anyway. They are undermining Farm Act, they are undermining home ownership in New Zealand, and they are undermining this nation's sovereignty, sir. Thank you very much.